Hello, my name is Jim Fite. I'm president of Century 21 Judge Fite Company, and we're going to be talking today about one-time leases. Our company has been doing property management and handling one-time leases pretty much for 35, 40 years. We have a lot of experience in this area, and because of some recent changes, we feel that it's important that we maximize and improve our service to our clients and also protect our interest and your interest as a real estate professional to make sure that we're handling these properties properly for the benefit of all concerned. So we're here to guide you through and your client through a successful one-time lease for the future of our organization and our clients. The choice is yours. As you go out to talk to people about their real property, they have choices. Of course, your greatest benefit as a real estate professional is to help them sell their property, assuming that is their intent and that's what they're really trying to do. So you have option one: get the property listed, put it up on the market, and get it sold for your client. The second option is for those clients who are investors that may want to add to their portfolio and their wealth by buying real property for the benefit of their family and their long-time financial goals. Our company is blessed to have a property management company that is well run. They keep up with the laws and they keep up with quality service to the client and to the tenant as well. Of course, some tenant or landlords, want to lease their properties and then they want to manage them themselves. It's important that an owner has such information to do this professionally and taking care of themselves through risk reduction in the landlord-tenant laws. We're going to be talking today primarily about the one-time lease. However, we are going to suggest that you recommend that your client talk with Century 21 Judge Fite Management about the benefits of having a management company who stays up on all the changes of the laws, both locally and on a state level. Today we're going to be talking primarily about those laws and the things we can do to get the property leased in the best manner possible for your client. So the topic of our class today is leasing made easy. Okay, here we go. You can see by this it says secure your files. It is just as important to have a complete file under property management or leasing as it is for a property for sale. We have an obligation to our client, to our company, to the risk reduction part of our professionalism to make sure that our files are complete and that we have everything in those files as a company just in case something were to happen and questions were to arise in the future. So be sure all documentation to be turned in to the office staff so that they can build a file for everyone's protection for our future. We have a leasing statement that I would like to read to you as you read along. It is the intent of Century 21 Judge Fite Company to help its clients lease properties and protect their interests of the client, agent, and Century 21 Judge Fite Company. Furthermore, it's our intent to minimize the potential litigation that can arise from leasing and property management activities. Property management actually has more litigation than any other area of the real estate business. And this is an area that most agents have the least training in. And these laws, as we'll talk about, change on a regular basis. So it's very difficult to stay up and on top of all the changes that happen in property management. So why is training necessary? Well, if you hadn't picked it up by now, this is the time you pick it up. It's necessary to make sure our files are complete and that we have the proper training for our real estate professionals as they represent our clients. Of course, the Real Estate License Act is one of those laws that we must comply with in the state of Texas. First of all, it requires only licensed brokers can show, lease, and manage property for a fee. Sometimes we run into owners that say, well, I'm going to have my brother-in-law collect the rent for me. I'm going to pay him a couple of $100 a month or a year or whatever. And I want you to know that you can communicate that this is against the law. If anyone pays a fee to someone who is not licensed for doing a service for property management, or they are paid a fee, in other words, the giver or receiver are actually breaking the Texas Real Estate License Act. Of course, you're aware that agents cannot receive money except from their broker. And in our case, you and us, the company, we require all funds to be in a separate bank escrow account. You probably remember from Real Estate 101, Real Estate Principles, that there is no commingling, and if we do commingle funds, it could be a violation of the act that could result in our license being suspended or revoked. Very, very important. No commingling. And of course, all of us have heard in legal and ethics, you've heard it from your managers, you've heard it from your cooperative agents, real estate agents and brokers cannot prepare a lease purchase agreement. Please do not think that you can write a contract, write a lease, and tie the two together in any shape, form, or fashion. This is against the Texas Real Estate License Act. Thank you for your attention on this first section. It's time for a quiz, and we'll be right back with more information on how to lease properties professionally.